It's time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Friday, April the 12th, 2019. Brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Funeral service for Giovanni Carrillo, 18 of Muleshoe, was held yesterday on Thursday, April the 11th, at the Church of God of the Firstborn here in Muleshoe, with Ramon Mendoza officiating. Burial followed in the Muleshoe Memorial Park. Giovanni died on Sunday, April the 7th, 2019, in Lubbock at the hospital there. He was flown from the Muleshoe Medical Center after he was picked up where he was critically injured in an accident with on a four-wheeler that ran into a pickup truck in the Lasbuddy area on Sunday evening. He was born June the 21st, 2000 in Denver, Colorado, to Ruben Carrillo and Yadira Cerceres. Giovanni loved his family and friends very much. He is survived by a son, Julian Alexander Carrillo of Muleshoe, a mother, Yadira Sierra Cerceres, and his stepfather, Javier of Muleshoe, his father, Ruben Carrillo of Denver, his grandparents, Jose and Tela Sierra of Juarez, Mexico, and Pablo Carrillo and Jennifer Janet Carrillo, and Jerajay Jasmine Carrillo, all of Denver. His five brothers survive him, Javier Cerceres and Kevin Cerceres of Muleshoe, Eric Joan Carrillo, Alexander Ruben Carrillo, and Jesus Daniel Benelis of Denver, Colorado. And repeating funeral services were held yesterday on Thursday, April the 11th, for Giovanni Carrillo, 18 of Muleshoe. Burial followed in the Muleshoe Memorial Park. Please keep the Carrillo family on your prayer list today. Lyndall Wayne Fletcher, 77 years of age, of Lubbock, formerly of Muleshoe, passed away on Saturday, April the 6th, and his family and friends will celebrate his life at 10 a.m. on Friday, April the 12th, 2019, at the Lake Ridge Chapel there in Lubbock. Lyndall Wayne Fletcher was born September the 4th, 1941. Lyndall, or Hoppy as he was known to many, was a funny, kind, loving, and gentle man. His life started in Carnegie, Oklahoma, where his love for fishing began. At an early age, Fletcher's family moved to Muleshoe for work and began his schooling in Muleshoe. There he developed his talents in music and met his lifelong friend Charles White, where the two of them caused all kinds of mischief. It was not until he began lifeguarding that he met Anne, the love of his life. He graduated from Muleshoe High School in 1959. Lyndall attended Texas Tech University immediately following high school and roomed with his best friend Charles for those 2 years. Then when Anne graduated from high school in Muleshoe, they decided to attend McMurry University in Abilene. Both of them graduated from McMurry and moved to Dallas as teachers and married soon thereafter. While living in Dallas, they had their two children, Chris and Carrie. Lyndall's love of Jesus and of people led him to a bivocational minister as teacher and preacher. He served as a Methodist minister in churches in Capps, Sweetwater, Spade, Cotton Center, Sudan, Shiner, and Liberty Hill, where he retired and moved back to Lubbock. His retirement was short-lived, for he was called to serve the Methodist Church in Morton for the last 11 years of his ministry. He encouraged and mentored many pastors to enter the ministry, including his son-in-law, Kelly. Lyndall served as a teacher in Grand Prairie, Lubbock Dunbar High School, Slayton, Amherst, and Olton. Survivors of Lyndall include his wife, Anne, his children, Christopher Fletcher, and his wife, Christine Carrie Delane Inman, and husband, Kelly, grandchildren, William Brock Fletcher, Lawson Joseph Fletcher, Kyle David Inman, Kaylee Brooke Inman, his brothers, Ricky Fletcher, and Gary Fletcher, and both of their wives. And repeating, Lyndall Wayne Fletcher of Lubbock, formerly of Muleshoe, 77 years of age, died on Saturday, April the 6th, 2019, and his family and friends will gather to celebrate his life 10 a.m. this morning, Friday, April the 12th, 2019, at the Lake Ridge Chapel in Lubbock. Please keep the Fletcher family on your prayer list today. Make sure to get your tickets now to the 2019 Muleshoe Chamber of Commerce banquet, which will be held Saturday, May 4th at the MHS Commons Area and Auditorium. Dinner will be served at 6 p.m. It will be cooked by Craig Black. The program will begin at 7:30, where they will give out the man, woman, employee, business, farm, family, and youth of the year. And then that will be followed by entertainment featuring Jake Hooker and the Outsiders. You can get your tickets now at the Chamber office next to the Mule Memorial, or call 806-272-4248. Speak with Jill Sisk, the manager of the Chamber. The Muleshoe Police Department and the Muleshoe Medical Center have joined together to provide a free location for the citizens of Muleshoe to dispose of unused and expired medications. The prescription drug drop box is designed for year-round disposal and will be installed inside the Muleshoe Police Department. There will be a 24-hour access to that drop box. There will be a ribbon-cutting ceremony that everyone is invited to for the prescription drug drop box at the Muleshoe Police Department, 210 East Avenue C here in Muleshoe on Saturday, April the 27th at 5 p.m. according to Muleshoe Police Chief Gary McComb. And again, everyone's invited to that ribbon cutting Saturday, April 27th at 5 p.m. at the Muleshoe Police Department, 210 East Avenue C. And that prescription drug drop box will be open year-round, 24 hours a day, right inside the Muleshoe Police Department's front doors, where you can get rid of your unused and expired prescription drugs safely. Well, the Mule Days and Kickin' Nights Committee, in conjunction with the Muleshoe Country Club and the City of Muleshoe, recently thanked their diamond sponsors of their second annual Mule Days concert, K&K Pharmacy and Tire Works Tire Pros, and to show their appreciation, they recently gave them framed concert posters of that second annual concert with Reckless Kelly and Mickey and the Motor Cars, and they were framed very nicely and signed by all the performers, and they gave them to them earlier this week, and you can see them pictured on your TV screen. That concert committee, along with K&K Pharmacy representatives Dieter Isaacson and Crystal Alicon, and from Tire Works, Glenn Kalick and Troy Nuttall, being presented those concert posters. Now, the Mule Days and Kickin' Nights has been able to donate over $16,000 to local Muleshoe charities in the first 2 years of this event. Also, the committee was ready to release some of the details of their third annual Mule Days and Kickin' Nights concert, which once again will be held at the Muleshoe Country Club on June the 29th, 2019, so mark that on your calendar. They're very excited to announce that this year's concert will feature two great bands right here from the Texas Panhandle, South Plains area. The opener will be the Drake Hayes Band out of Lubbock. Drake is an up-and-coming artist who has already hit #1 on the Texas country charts with his single, Nowhere, Texas. The headliner will be Shotgun Rider, which traces its roots to Castro County in the small towns of Dimmitt and Nazareth. Rolling Stone predicts if Midland's drinking problem helped reintroduce traditional sounds to country radio, then Shotgun Rider are arriving at just the right time. Their lead single, Me and a Memory, spent 10 weeks as a #1 most streamed song on Spotify in the Texas music country. This year, gates will open at 5 p.m. Drake Hayes will take the stage at 7:30. Shotgun Rider will go on at 10 p.m. and they'll have great fireworks. Show put on by the Muleshoe Volunteer Fire Department. All beverages will be sold on site with several fantastic food trucks to feed your appetite. There will be a free shuttle to and from all Muleshoe hotels and motels. And again, that date for the third annual Mule Days Kickin' Nights will be on June the 29th at the Muleshoe Country Club with the opener, the Drake Hayes Band, and the headliner, Shotgun Rider. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a few moments, so please stay tuned. Take control of your First Bank of Muleshoe debit card right from your smartphone with the My Mobile Money app. It's customizable card monitoring and controls that help you manage your accounts with My Mobile Money app. You can set interactive controls to help monitor activity and prevent unauthorized use. You can turn your card on or off, set alerts, and deny transactions based on merchant or transaction type and location. Monitor and control dependent cardholder usage. Receive notifications of possible fraudulent transactions and take action. Deposit checks through your phone. Download the My Mobile Money app now at the App Store or Google Play. For more information, you can also call the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515, or go by 202 South First Street. The First Bank right here in Muleshoe, offering the My Mobile Money app. Available at the App Store or Google Play. Call the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515, or go by 202 South First Street. The First Bank, member FDIC.
Leal's, pure yummy goodness. They have cheese, 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 and more cheese. Mexican food is tested to the limits once you get into Leal's. Come to 1010 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, Texas to get the best Tex-Mex from around the world.
Your home-owned and home-operated Scott's Car Wash at 1408 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, Texas has just gone through several upgrades, including in their already established soft touch auto car wash bay, and they have recently added on a new touch-free automatic car wash bay as well. Ronald or one of his employees are always around to help you out from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., and they now remind you to download the Touch for Wash app onto your phone. That's Touch for the numeral Wash app on your phone, and you get $10 credit just for signing up. You can get points at Scott's Car Wash by using the app for a free car wash every time you use the app. Instantly pay for your automatic car wash, start the wash, or in the self-service bays, custom set the time you want the wash to last. Refer the app to a friend, and when they use it, you get another $5 credit. Scott's Car Wash also has the great tasting filtered water that has gone through a water softener, reverse osmosis, and blue light filtering, and is only 25 cents a gallon, or get 5 gallons for $1. Or Ice House is where you can get 16 pounds of ice for only $1.75. Scott's also has the Happy Tails Dog Wash, where you can easily wash, shampoo, and dry your dog, no matter the size, in just minutes. Don't forget to download Scott's Car Wash app, Touch for Wash, that's the numeral 4, onto your phone through the App Store or Google Play, and get a $10 credit for car washes just for signing up. Scott's Car Wash, your home-owned, operated car wash located at 1408 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, Texas. Well, it's time now for the weather forecast, brought to you today by K&K Pharmacy. K&K Pharmacy right here in Muleshoe at 1411 West American Boulevard, where Christine K. or any of their helpful employees want to help you get rid of your weekly pill box. Find out how K&K Pharmacy can simplify your meds with the K-Pack Custom Medication Packaging Program, available now at 1411 West American Boulevard. Call them 806-272-7511. K-Pack Custom Medication Packaging, available now at K&K Pharmacy, where they can simplify your meds and get rid of your weekly pill box. Well, another wild wind day happened on Wednesday here in the Muleshoe area, and the max wind wasn't as bad as the one we had earlier in March. If you remember, about a month ago on March the 13th, we had a day real similar to this past Wednesday, and the wind just blows, sustained wind in the 40s and 50s nearly all day long. The max wind gust on March the 13th was 67 miles per hour. We were less than that this week on Wednesday, as our peak wind gust was 64 miles per hour. That happened at 6:10 p.m. at the Muleshoe Mesonet station. But lots of roof damage around town, trees that fell down. I've seen fences everywhere, roads shut down, and wrecks caused due to low visibility because of the dust blowing out of fields onto the roadways. Remember Jose and Dora Triana on your prayer list. If you did hear on Wednesday that in the Roundup area near Anton, they closed that road down because there was a field blowing into the road, and there was a large, several cars that were in an accident. Jose and Dora were one of those cars. They were taken to the hospital in Lubbock and are recuperating and are doing well at our last report. But keep Jose and Dora Triana on your prayer list today. Some of the other high wind in our area, there at Anton, the Mesonet site registered a 73-mile-per-hour wind gust at 5:40 p.m. Olton was similar to Muleshoe, along with Amherst at 64 miles per hour. The Earth Mesonet station, which is just south of Tolk in the field there, just east of the Tolk plant, they registered a 61-mile-per-hour peak gust at 4:04 p.m. Dora, New Mexico, was 67 miles per hour at 4:20 p.m. So some really high winds on Wednesday, and you can see our video of all that wind and some of the damage on the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com. Of course, all that is brought to you by K&K Pharmacy. Well, since earlier in the week we've really cooled off on this last half of the week. As Thursday, the high was only 54. The low was around 31 degrees, and we should continue in that direction all the way through the weekend. Cloudy with a high near 62 today for Friday for the Muleshoe area. East-southeast wind around 10 miles per hour. Then showers likely mainly after 1 a.m. tonight. Mostly cloudy, low around 37. Chance of precipitation is 60%. Southeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, becoming east-northeast after midnight. Rain and snow on Saturday morning, high near 40 degrees, so it's going to be a very cold day on Saturday, especially comparing to what it was like on Monday and Tuesday. Northeast winds 15 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 80% Saturday morning. And, of course, again, that's going to be in the form of snow, they think. Rain beginning after 1 a.m. and then changing over to the possibility of snow as that front moves through and it gets much colder through Saturday morning. Saturday night, a 20% chance of rain before 1 a.m. Cloudy, then gradually becoming partly cloudy. Low around 30 Saturday night. Northeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, becoming northwest 5 to 10 miles per hour after midnight. Sunday, sunny, and it's going to be 70 degrees on Sunday, so a drastic change from Saturday to Sunday, back into spring. West-southwest winds 5 to 15 miles per hour. Sunday night, mostly clear, low around 42. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then Monday, partly sunny, high near 83 degrees. Southwest winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Monday night, partly cloudy, low around 49. So we'll go from Saturday with rain and snow chances, a high only around 40, to all the way Monday, a high around 83. Cloudy again today for Friday, high only around 62 degrees. East-southeast winds around 10 miles per hour. Then showers likely tonight, mainly after 1 a.m. Mostly cloudy. Chance of precipitation is 60%. Low should be 37 tonight. Southeast winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then the rain chances convert over to snow chances through Saturday morning. High only around 40 during the day on Saturday. Northeast winds 15 to 20 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 80%. Then Saturday night, a 20% chance of rain, mainly before 1 a.m. Cloudy. Low around 30 degrees Saturday night. K&K Pharmacy has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast. Well, Mom just got off the phone with Jose and Dora Triana, and they are both back at home here in Muleshoe. They are somewhat sore from the wreck, and they did totally lose their vehicle, but they are very grateful to God as they were safe in that wreck where they flipped over on Wednesday in those high winds and low visibility in the Anton area along Highway 84. They spent the night in the hospital in Lubbock, but are doing well back at home, a little sore and grateful to God. So keep Jose and Dora on your prayer list today. Also, keep Mom on your prayer list today as she's about to go down to Peyton's house for the Easter season. She'll be down there for 2 or 3 weeks, and I'll be keeping the Mule Train running here on Channel 6.
The Bailey County Child Welfare Board Rainbow Room has canceled their 5K fun run and walk for this Saturday in the new city park here in Muleshoe. Now, at the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center on Tuesday next week, they will be decorating their Easter bonnets, and on Thursday they will have a birthday party for all the residents of the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center who have a birthday during the month of April. And Presley Newton will be entertaining. They will play bingo at 1 o'clock that afternoon on Thursday. And on Friday, that's Good Friday, they will have Ann Johnson there to present music for the fashion show of the bonnets that the ladies made. There will be no school in Muleshoe on Good Friday, that is April the 19th. The robotics playoff will be on April the 27th here in Muleshoe. Yoga for Seniors is going on now at the Muleshoe Area Public Library, and you can join in the fun at the Muleshoe Area Public Library at 322 West 2nd on Monday, that is April the 15th, the 22nd, and the 29th from 10 until 11 in the morning. On our bargain basement, we have for sale a double recliner sofa, brown leather, wall hugger for $225. It's 84 inches long and 45 inches deep, in good condition. Call 806-566-9652. Also in our bargain basement, we have for sale a 13-inch Magnavox TV for $30 and a 25-inch RCA TV for $60. Call Mike Jones at 272-3468 here in Muleshoe. That's Mike Jones, who has for sale a 13-inch Magnavox TV for $30 and a 25-inch RCA TV for $60. Call 272-3468 here in Muleshoe. Be sure and listen to Meet Your Neighbor, brought to you by United Supermarket here in Muleshoe. We will be interviewing the new golf pro at the Muleshoe Country Club and his family. They are Mark and Kim England and their children, London and Kingston. And be sure and welcome them to Muleshoe. We'll be back with more Muletrain news.
Since 1925, AIM Bank is proud to be one of the largest locally owned and operated banks in West Texas. Our expert bankers have an in-depth understanding of the local economy, and we are proud to provide our customers with quick local loan decisions. At AIM Bank, we know that strong local partnerships are crucial for growth and success. Investing in you has been our focus from day one. We provide the latest in technology for your online and mobile banking with features like mobile check deposit. At AIM Bank, we care about your accounts as much as you do, so we pride ourselves on real personal attention because we are also your neighbor. We invite you to come in and experience the real personal attention AIM Bank has to offer. We want to know you because we live, work, and raise our families right here in Muleshoe, too. Aim Bake is committed to making a difference in the communities we serve. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Help us welcome to Muleshoe Dr. Kenneth Burke. Kenneth Burke, DO, is now practicing full-time in the medical clinic of Muleshoe and is ready to see patients. For an appointment, call today, 806-272-7544. Dr. Burke was born in De Leon, Texas, and went through Corpus Christi and Lubbock on his path to Muleshoe for his undergraduate training. And then in the U.S. Navy, he was responsible for mobilization and security of the medical and chaplain team. Shawnee, Georgia for medical school, and then Jersey City, New Jersey for his medical internship and family practice residency. Welcome to Muleshoe, Dr. Burke. He's purchased a home here and ready to make Muleshoe home again. For an appointment, call the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe, 806-272-7544. Help us welcome Kenneth Burke, DO, to Muleshoe.
Gina Wilkerson is our sweetheart for right now. And if you would like to nominate a sweetheart, all you need to do is call us with some information about your nominee. It can be a child of any age, a man or a woman of any age, and for any reason, or a couple. Now, parents of Muleshoe High School graduating class of 2019 need your help desperately to make project graduation safe, fun, and memorable for all our graduates. Your donations will help with the expenses such as transportation, location, food, and gifts for all the graduates immediately following Muleshoe High School graduation on May the 17th. They ask if they could have your donation by at least May the 1st. This is a parent-sponsored, non-alcohol, drug-free event. Send your contributions to Project Graduation 2019 in care of Sharon Johnson, 514 West Avenue G, here in Muleshoe, and our zip code is 79347. If you need further information about Project Graduation, call 806-315-0366. On our prayer list, please remember Carrie John Schuster, Ruby Green, Ted and Ruth Tucker, David Jenkins, and of course the Jenkins have moved now to San Antonio. Cheryl Morris. Also remember Ruby Ward, Charles Mayhew, and Earl Behrens, who has had 2 knee surgeries just recently. Also remember in your prayers Laura Killingsworth, Scott Oliver, Billy Downing, Rita Hawkins, Donald Jones, and we're so glad to report that Zoe Bankston, the girlfriend of Chief Gary McHome's son, who had a brain tumor, it was benign. Sheila Stevenson, who's up and about and around some. Margaret Berman, who fell and broke her hip, and she is in the swing bed at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. Tanya Crawford. Marshall Head is home now. Claude and Evelyn Riley. Susan Kirby is in Covenant Specialty Hospital in Lubbock. Gloria and J.W. Harrington, who are in assisted living in Lubbock. Sally Ellis, Larry and Berta Combs, Leonardo Avilas, Kearney Scoggin, Marilyn Nichols, Buck and Lynn Campbell, Barbara Mae Blackman, Jean Allison, Matthew Alicon, who is now cancer-free. We're so glad to report. Matthew is a junior at Muleshoe High School. Wynn and Cantwell, Robert and Maureen Hooten, Mary Nell Bleeker, Debbie Trider, and her mother, Joy Costin. Also remember Marjorie Morgan, the mother of Pam Thomason, and remember Raymond Trider, Gladys Black. Also remember in your prayers Dusty Kidd. We're glad to report that Craig Black is now at home. And also the flood victims in the Midwest. Joe and Donald Phelps need to remain on our prayer list, and also Nona Marlowe. Remember also the newborn son of Tyrell and Courtney Gear, who is still in the hospital in the Metroplex. Remember these families who have lost loved ones recently. Giovanni Carrillo, Kathy Wilson, Leonardo Gallegos, the family of Pat Prather, Ray Don Lopez, and Victoria Lopez, the family of Daryl Oliver, the family of Lyndall Fletcher, the family of Ronald Scott, Tuffy Dent, Dick Pena, and the family of Jonelle Bandy of Sudan.
Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Of course, you can always hear our Muletrain News programs free of charge on demand on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. We'll visit the literary queen of South Padre in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
The Sounds of Texas is brought to you here on AW Broadband, Channel 6, and at muleshoetv.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, with offices in Muleshoe at 610 East American Boulevard, as well as in Morton at 1744 State Highway 114. They are celebrating rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric since 1939. They are owned by the members they serve. Call 806-272-4504. Check them out online at bcecoop.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope that you enjoy the Sounds of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
I love this atmosphere and environment that's not Mexico and not Texas. It's a very unique blended culture. It's very beautiful.
Susan LaMiles loves living on South Padre Island.
When I grew up, there was nothing here. I even remember coming over on a ferry as a child. I always planned to get rich and live on the island. Half of that's true. I live on the island.
She has written some things.
Some short stories and a few terrible poems.
Susan wrote her first novel, Touch the Mayan Moon.
People seem to really like it. I guess the best compliment I've gotten on Amazon was no bookmark needed.
She spent 3 years writing it.
I called it my practice novel. I spent the first year and I read 36 books on how to write a novel.
She loves history and knows about the nearby town of Baghdad. It's a ghost town now. There's nothing there. But during the Civil War years, it was a hot spot.
At one point, it grew to a town of 30,000 of the nastiest, vilest, most corrupt people that have ever collected on one little beach. It was named by Jean Lafitte, so the story goes, for the real Baghdad, and it lived up to its name. It truly did. There was a stagecoach line that ran 10 times a week between Matamoros and Baghdad, and sometimes the robbery rate was 100%. The people from New Orleans that left when the New Orleans was captured, they took the party down to Baghdad, so they had opera and clothes and French food and all of that there. They started riding the coach for fun. And it was almost a status symbol to have been robbed. They would take things that they would purposefully want to give to the robbers. If the stage arrived with all of the shades pulled down, that meant that they had been stripped of all their clothing, and they were all naked there. On this 10-mile stretch, there were as many as 10 murders a week that were documented. It was, like I said, a nasty place.
Susan LaMiles of South Padre Island. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.